Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for coming out this morning. This is our open house. It's our opportunity to thank the community for their support over all the years, as well as an opportunity to showcase the equipment that we take care of and use on emergency scenes, as well as show you the techniques and the training that we go through to do what the best we can to mitigate hazards that people get themselves into. So first up this morning, we're going to do a demonstration with the Jaws of Life and extrication. Typically what will happen is in a vehicle accident, the cruiser kind of got ahead of me a little bit, but first on scene, the officer is Captain Westmeyer. He's doing a walk around, what we call a 360, seeing what the hazards are, what we're up against. You know, do we have multiple victims? Do we have electrical hazards? Is the vehicle stable? So our primary task is size up, seeing what we got, what we're going to do to extricate this person to the vehicle. Sometimes it's something as simple as opening a door or popping a door, prying open. Other times we go a little more extreme and take the whole side of the car off. And that's kind of what we're going to do today. We're going to show you how we're going to remove the two driver's side doors, and then as well as doing a dash lift. A little close. Okay. Does that sound a little better in the back? Sorry. One of the things that we're working hand in hand with police and EMS responders at this point as well. Depending on the situation, we may have a paramedic inside the vehicle at this point, beginning patient care, doing their initial assessments, doing what they can, and then also talking to the patient to keep them calm and kind of explain what's going on, because there's going to be a lot of popping, a lot of glass breaking, and just imagine they've already been in a significant amount of stress just by being in the accident. The extrication process is not very stress-free. So the EMT paramedic is inside, taking care of patient care. We'll be chalking, what we call cribbing the wheels. That's the wood that's underneath. We do that to stabilize the vehicle. We don't want the vehicle to begin rolling as we're cutting the vehicle apart. We don't want the vehicle to shift. Okay? The other thing is up front, we are also opening the hood. We take care of battery power to the vehicle. One of the things that is a hazard to us and the EMTs and the patient inside is sometimes airbags do not always deploy. So if it was a rollover versus a head-on collision, airbags might not have deployed. Now we stick our head in there trying to help the person, and they can deploy at a later time, causing injury to us or further injury to the patient. You guys. Yeah. So we take care of the battery, kind of take the airbags out of the place. The other thing we're going to do is called glass management. One of the things is we don't want to do is we don't want the glass to break when we're not prepared for it to break. So we'll take it out in more of a controlled manner. At this point, we'll have the patient covered with either a tarp or a moving blanket. So once all the glass is taken care of, then we can begin cutting apart the vehicle. At this point, we're going to take the front fender. By doing this, it gives us access to the hinges on the door that we can cut and remove that driver door. This particular vehicle is obviously made of plastic, so it's going apart nicely. Other vehicles, every vehicle is completely different, and so we get into something, sometimes it's as easy and it cuts right apart. Other times we could be there for an extended period of time. Modern cars, there's been a lot of research done and a lot of engineering to make the passenger compartment like a cage or a box, so that when you get in a wreck, everything else crushes around it, but your box stays sturdy and there and keeps you relatively safer compared to 30 years ago. So at this point, firefighter Jurgen is using the jaws to spread apart the door and breaking the hinges off.